When people hear the word asset, they usually think of things like real estate, stocks, and businesses. And while all of those things can be assets, there's a problem. Most people try to jump into those things too early without building the one asset that makes all of those things possible. Because the truth is, there's a first asset that almost everyone skips, and skipping it is what keeps people stuck. A lot of people believe, and there's a misunderstanding here, they believe the path to wealth starts with where should I invest? Like, what asset should I buy? But that question can actually slow you down because it assumes that you're already in a position to constantly build and consistently sustain assets. And most people aren't there yet, not because they lack the ambition, but because they haven't built the foundation. The first asset most people should build is this: your ability to generate income. Not just any income, but income that's reliable, expandable, and totally within your control. Because without that, everything else becomes unstable. So think about it like this: if you try to build assets without a strong income, you can't invest consistently, you can't take advantage of opportunities, and you feel every setback a lot more intensely. But when your income is strong and it's growing, you have options and you have flexibility. You even have momentum to keep going. Now you're not trying to get lucky with assets, you're fueling them. So this doesn't mean working more hours forever. It means building skills that increase your value, positioning that creates opportunity, and access to income streams that can actually grow over time. Because income is not just about money, it's about capability. And capability is what allows everything else to happen. So this is the shift that most people miss. Most people are focused on how do I spend less or what should I invest in? But the more powerful question early on is this: how do I increase my ability to produce? Because once that starts to grow, everything else becomes easier. Investing becomes easier, saving becomes easier, and building becomes easier. There's a long term play that you got to take advantage of. Eventually, yes, assets become the game, but assets, they need fuel, and that fuel is income. So instead of rushing into things that you're not ready for, you build the engine first, something that can generate consistently and grow over time. Most people don't struggle because they picked the wrong investment. They struggle because they never built the first asset, that thing that makes everything else possible. Because wealth isn't just about what you invest in, it's about what you have the ability to consistently create. If this shifted the way that you think about where you start, I want you to comment the word foundation. I want to see how many people are starting to realize that before you build assets, you have to build the thing that fuels them. And until next time, man, I hope you learned something. I appreciate you. Peace.